Hey, it's Bonnie again, and it's time to pick up where we left off last time. If you missed the last part, this is answering your questions. If you missed the last part, then I will link that in the description box so you can go watch it. And we just had to break it up because it ran too long. So here we are in part 2. So let's roll it.
I mean, come on.
Talk. Okay, I'm sorry.
I had it.
What is the Vegemite song?
It's Vegemite sandwich.
What's the Vegemite sandwich?
Where's my phone? I ain't got it.
Okay. So, yes, we would like to try
Alexa!
Vegemite. Alexa's not turned on. What?
I told you it wasn't too sexy for my shirt.
She's just not
I do nothing for Alexa.
Nope, you're not supposed to. Dagmar Kratova. I hope that's right.
Yeah. Dear Bonnie, you're such an amazing lady. You always make me laugh. I would like to know what is the most beautiful place you have ever visited and would like to see it again. Best regards from the Czech Republic. Nice.
There's places I could say, but I'm going to say my dad's house. At the foothills of the Sequoia National Forest in Kings Canyon National Park in California. So beautiful up amongst the giant redwoods. And would I ever go back? Never. Last time I was there to see my dad put in the ground. And that was in 2006. So it's been 13 years since I've been home.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could ever go back. It's too painful. The memories are terrible of that. Just that one event. That was enough.
Yeah.
But beautiful, beautiful. Locked it down. My dad's house was taken by fire a couple of years ago. And I was sent pictures of it, burnt to the ground. And I just want to hold on to my memories. So, no, I would never go back. But I think other people should go. It's beautiful.
From Laura D.
Hi, Laura D.
Can you do more cooking videos? I love your cooking videos. They're perfect for my family of 5. And we have tried, loved everyone I've copied.
And she said, love you, Bonnie. Love you too, Laura. Yes, there will be more cooking videos coming up.
Yes.
I tend to cook more in the fall and winter.
Oh, I just put up a bunch of peaches.
And yeah, we just picked a bunch of peaches off our neighbor's tree, and you won't believe how this man works with me. We've shucked corn together and
snap
beans and peas, not peas, but green beans, and put up peaches. And so I'm going to be doing jam and cobbler, and I try to keep them easy. So there's a meatball recipe I think that'll be coming up really soon, and there's one called funeral dip. That one's already recorded and I'm ready to release. I'll let it out as soon as I can.
Don't know what to take to funeral? Take a dip.
Take this dip, really, seriously.
I think she named that after me.
It's just what I call funeral dip. It's a 7-layer dip, but I call it funeral dip. And I'm glad you like it. I try to keep it easy and simple because we had 6 kids, and I know what it's like to try to feed a bunch of kids on a budget and make it quick and simple because you're just too busy.
Yeah.
We get that.
Sand and citrus.
Yay, yeah.
Yay, 13,000. Awesome. Love you and your channel. What is your favorite app to shop from?
Wish. I still stick to Wish.
I was waiting for her to say it. I know y'all are leaning forward saying it.
I've tried them all. Wish is, the refund policy is unbeatable by any of the others. It's just so easy, and I've just never had an issue with them, so I keep going back to Wish. I think their prices have gotten higher, and I'm kind of bored with the products, but I think Wish is my favorite.
Hmm. What's your favorite dish to cook?
Frozen dinners. Frozen lasagna. No, my favorite dish is
I do like your frozen lasagna.
For Dennis to cook spaghetti.
That doesn't ask what my favorite is to
I
cook.
like to make the salad that goes with Dennis's spaghetti. That's my favorite.
It is a really good salad.
It's awesome spaghetti. Everybody comes over. Like, we have to make a cauldron of it.
Kim D.
Hi, Kim.
What is your all-time favorite thing that you bought on Wish?
I think I'm about to open it in an upcoming video.
Oh.
I don't know, though. It depends. Other than that, my all-time favorite thing I've bought on Wish... I've bought so much stuff on Wish, I wouldn't even know. You know what? I'm going to go with these. This brush set. I mean, it's silly because there's so many other things. But this bamboo brush set with the design, they're real quality brushes. So that's one, maybe just because I saw it over here, it made me think of that. But and all the personalized stuff, you know, for daughters and sons and husbands. I like all of that. I don't know. But I think it's coming up. Onyx Angel.
What would you consider your greatest accomplishment so far?
My children.
I agree. Betty Miller. I know
Hi,
you
Betty.
probably have said, but how did you and Dennis meet?
We already said that. Question answered. Asked and answered. But
Linda
thanks for asking.
Marquez, more cooking videos, please. Love your stuff.
Cooking videos coming up. Charlotte Chicola.
Yeah, I didn't want to pronounce her last name incorrectly.
I probably did. Just got to go for it.
Charlotte.
Chicola.
Chicago.
Chicola.
Let's see here. What is your favorite thing about each other? Which we just went over. If there was one thing you could change about each other, what would it be?
He would be retired.
She would be healthy.
Good answers.
Marcy Gaunt, congratulations on
Thanks,
13,000.
Marcy. Anna Grasser.
Is it Grazer or Grazer?
Grazer? I don't know.
Okay. Anna, congratulations on your
Anna.
13,000.
Thank you.
Danielle Shea. I see you've reached 13,000. Hooray. I was wondering how your health is. I've been through my share and only hope that the best for you.
Thank you.
Every time I got on YouTube, I look for your first video. You are funny no matter what. You keep a smile on your face. That's the way to say screw your illness.
Amen.
I'm still here and you can't win. Oh, yeah.
To your illness.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's been my attitude through heart surgery and cancer. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Good job for
But I
keeping a good
admit the
attitude.
heart surgery terrified me.
It would me too. Ooh, goodness.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Heart surgery and cancer, though. That's terrible. If we hope that you...
If you're still
are doing
battling
better.
it, then we pray that you are winning that battle. And you're right. Keep a smile on your face and kick its butt, girl. Go kick its butt.
Kathleen Crawford, has your YouTube changed your life for the better?
Yes.
Yes. Lisa Smith, congrats on 13,000.
Thanks, Lisa girl.
The Life of Katie. How did you get so much support on here?
It's Katie Dozier, I think, is who that is.
I don't know.
It just says The Life of Katie, but I think it's Katie Dozier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no idea, Katie. I just kept going. Whether I was talking to one person or 100 people or 1,000 or thousands, I just kept going. And I don't know where the support came from. I really don't. I wish I knew a secret that I could share for that. But I just kept going. And I don't know. It blows my mind every day. So I think sometimes YouTube just knocks, because of things you tag, the way you tag videos or something, they'll put them up in recommended and they get seen. I don't know. It could be the algorithm. I don't think I've done anything special to get the support. I just think I've found like-minded people that I've connected with on here. I really don't know. That's the best I can do.
Which actually
Michelle
brings to the very next person who, like, you connected with, like you said. This is from Just Jamie. Actually, the question was to me.
Okay.
It says, Dennis, how do you cope with being in a relationship with someone with mental health issues? I don't mean this negatively. I have anxiety disorder, and it's hard on my husband. You know, it's actually outside of the family. I mean, Jamie, you're the first person who's ever asked me this.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, like my sister, my brother, my in-laws, nieces, nephews, you know, anxiety disorder with agoraphobia, where, you know, there's times, you know, most of the time I have to stop and bring home food. I mean, the option of going to a restaurant with a lot of noise and a lot of background, a lot of people, is never an option. But, you know, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's difficult, but the amount of love that I have for Bonnie it supersedes any of my shortcomings, any you know, frustration or anything. You know, I'll have, you know, some times where it's just like, you know, hey, you know, she'll want to go somewhere, or she'll want to go do something. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. We'll get up, we'll get dressed, we'll head for the door, and she's like, you know what, I can't do this. And you know, those times, you know, okay, you know, regardless of how I wanted to go or not. More times than not, there's times that I have to be that strong person. I have to be her supporter. I have to be, you know, regardless of how it is or what happens.
Good. You're fine.
Don't do that.
I'm fine.
It's just it's just one of those. It's one of those things. You know. And she knows this because I've told her before. She's one of the strongest women that I know, next to my mom. You know, the trials and tribulations she goes through, you know, and you as well, Jamie, having your anxiety disorder. Those are tough. Those are so tough. And just as her partner, as her soulmate, as her, you know, as her husband, I have, and your husband, a lot of times we just got to put our own stuff on hold or put our stuff aside, you know, because, you know.
And you know, sometimes that's the worst part of the disorder, is watching your loved ones suffer.
but I don't suffer.
I know, but it feels like it. You know,
I
that
know,
we
and
affect
that's
their
what I was gonna
lives.
say.
It's not a personal problem. It's a family problem, and it affects everybody around you. And that can be the hardest, the hardest part, because you can be you can be really strong, and you can be really strong and on your own, but when you see others around you being affected by your mental illness, it's hard. It's really hard to watch them go through that, and there's nothing you can do because you need their assistance and their help and their support. And you know that it diminishes to a certain point their life, but you have to accept what's offered, and you have to learn to ask for what you need and be clear about it, and not expect things automatically and then get angry or something if you don't get it. You have to let them know what you need from them, and they have to let you know what they need. They need their own time and space, and you have to figure out a way to make that happen. It is a balancing act. I highly suggest therapy if you can't figure it out on your own, because a marriage depends on you being able to work that out together. And I'm very, 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 very fortunate to have had such a strong man by my side.
Well, it was easy.
I'm sorry, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to, shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay.
And she has a two-part question.
Okay, oh boy.
I said, Bonnie, would you ever meet a subscriber in real life? You seem like such a cool lady, but I know it's risky meeting someone off the internet.
Probably not one-on-one, but in a meetup situation where a group of us were meeting, yeah. Well, if I could get out of the house. If we could all have a day when we weren't having anxiety attacks and could say, hey, let's all meet up, that would be cool. Or just over-medicate for the day so we could all go meet.
Or everybody downloads
Skype. It scares me a lot because I've had stalkers, and that's an upcoming story time. I've had a couple of really scary stalkers, not from this platform, but from another, and from just life. Yeah. Been rough. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gun shy about it.
Well, yeah. So in short, Jamie, just, you know, you're gonna have your good days, your bad days. Your husband is going to as well. Just he is going to have to be flexible and understanding. You know, I guess the biggest thing is that going to actually getting to go and set in a therapy session with Bonnie when she went in, and you know, because I've seen her have panic attacks, I've seen her have, you know, agoraphobia, and I've been through it, I've watched it, you know, I've dealt with the kids, you know, not getting to do things or going and take kids by myself, you know, but you know, your husband, it doesn't have anxiety. I mean, he might think that, you know, like you're just trying to keep him from doing something, but it's all real, and like I said, it's just my love for Bonnie. It supersedes any kind of frustrations that she has. I mean, and like I said, she's the strongest woman that I've ever met. You know, just watching her go through the things that she's done, and I mean, I couldn't shoulder it. But
you do. He helps me. He loans me a shoulder.
That's different. It's different than loaning my shoulder than having to shoulder what you go through.
Good luck to
Michelle
you.
Motsinger. I hope I pronounced that right. That's the way it looks. It just says, "Hi Bonnie, my gypsy soul."
Girl, you are always my gypsy soul. Every time. Thank you for always being there. I look forward to see that. I don't know. We haven't met, but I think it's Michelle Motsinger is how I've always.
Motsinger?
I don't know, but I always know when I see that. If you ever change your profile pic, I'm gonna freak out. But yeah, I always see you in my gypsy soul.
Sis says congratulations.
She's always saying hi. Who?
Sis says congratulations.
Sis. Thank you.
That's what I said.
I know.
Let me say it backwards. Sis.
Shush.
Levon Larson.
Hi,
Congrats
Levon.
on 13,000. Woo woo.
Woo woo. Raise the roof. Thank you.
Say it. Woo woo.
Woo woo.
There you go. Oh, son of a. Mary O'Neill, congratulations on 13,000.
Thank you, Mary. Lindsay Redden.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Lost your place.
Yes.
We're getting
keep
to
tapping.
the ends,
Keep tapping that phone. Lindsay, so happy for you. 13,000. Awesome. Love you guys. How did you and Dennis meet? Yeah, I did that one. What time in your life did the anxiety get so bad that you stopped leaving the house?
In my 20s. Early 20s.
Yeah.
About 23.
Did anything specific set it off?
Nothing. A panic attack out of the blue. And then...
Yeah, we were actually at the grocery store when it happened. The first one happened. We were just walking and you just...
had a massive panic attack.
Yeah.
And
pushed the cart and then took off running out of the store, and I didn't know what was going on.
Went straight to the emergency room.
Yeah.
And they told me there that I had just had a panic attack and to go to therapy, and I did immediately. Not immediately, but I mean, I immediately, as soon as I got home, I signed up for a therapist, and I got in and I started treatment right away. But it was so new back then; they knew so little about it that there wasn't a lot of help available. Okay.
Jamie Rayburn.
Hi, Jamie.
I am bipolar. I understand dealing with mental illness. You are brave. Why do you put green makeup under your makeup?
I think being a bit rose is pretty. Hi, Jamie. I'm very familiar with bipolar. My best friend that was killed had bipolar disorder. So you are also brave. That's a tough one to deal with. You're not alone. So I put the green on because to mask the pink, because it doesn't show up like it does in real life, but I tend to get really red right here and on my chin, so I just put the green around where normal people would put concealer. So I don't do it all the time, but if I'm particularly red, I'll do it. So that's the only reason why. And yeah, I like a nice rosy glow. That's why I use blush.
This is your last
Mia
one.
posts, how many kids and grandkids do you have? That depends.
Yeah, if you count all our foster kids.
We raised a lot of foster kids. And
6.
Yeah, 6. And they have children, and they call us... do they call it? Some of them call us aunt and uncle. We're in most of their lives still.
Yeah.
But
most of them, well, one
together,
of them calls us aunt and uncle, and the rest of them all call us mom and dad.
Mom and yeah, a lot of them still call us mom and dad. But together we only have 2 children, a son and a daughter. They're both in their 30s, and we have 3 grandchildren, aged between 5 and 13.
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
That's all the questions.
Woo! 13,000 Q&A done.
Yeah.
Woohoo! He's happy. Okay.
The grandson.
My grandkids have been an amazing help. Oh, I wish I could show you. he drew a thing today that says my grandma. Today's Grandparents' Day when we're filming this, and at school he drew a thing that said my grandma and papa's YouTube channel, and it had a red play button on it. It was so cute, and it said The Bonnie Life. So they are very, very supportive and try to give me ideas and always want to be up in here and recording, but their parents don't want them to. Otherwise, I'd always be like, here's my grandkids. All right, we love you guys. We're so grateful for you. Oh, he brought it in. Thank you. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it or how well you can. You see the play button he drew here. And it says, Grandma and Papa's YouTube, The Bonnie Life. And he's got butterflies. Because what does Grandma like?
Butterflies.
Those were right.
Tell from
So, thank you for that. Just bless you all, and thank you for blessing me and being a part of our lives, and for letting me and Dennis into your homes and being a part of your world. Love you. God bless you. And see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
That was good.
Thank you.